Today on the podcast, we are featuring the Florida-based pop artist Emery Pulse. Learn more about her and listen to her track, Gift Box.
Welcome to the Eat, Sleep, Breathe Music podcast, where we talk all things music. I'm your host, Jeanette Kimsel, blogger and music enthusiast. Let's get started with today's episode.
Just popping in to give you a heads up. This podcast contains paid promotional content. That means we were compensated for the feature. All opinions are our own, and we only choose to represent music that we truly dig. Now on with the show. Hey everyone, welcome to the Eat, Sleep, Breathe Music podcast. I'm your host, Jeanette Kimsel. For those of you just joining us, this is the podcast where I talk about different musicians and how their music affects me and then play a track for you to listen to. So you can check it out, form your own opinion as well, and I'd love to know what you think about the track if you're so inclined to do so. And I'll have details at the end of the show if you want to share your opinion as well. Today on the podcast, I am featuring the Florida-based artist Emery Pulse. Originally from the Chicago area, she currently resides in Marco Island, Florida. According to her bio, Emery has appeared in a variety of stage productions and also won a singing competition judged by an American Idol finalist. She has a love of creating all types of music and has a forte for crafting a nostalgic sound that stirs up the best of 80s pop. Emery has been described as a Madonna meets Katy Perry. Though she stays within the pop genre, listening to both her latest track, Gift Box, which I'll be playing later for you, and some of her older tracks found on her website, you can hear the shifts between influences of the 80s and 90s pop in these songs. Her earlier track, Show Me Who You Are, focuses on the 80s drum beats, while the songs Let There Be Love and Watch Out give you that 90s feel with some techno thrown in for a real good dance song. Additionally, her All I Ever Wanted demo reminds me of a pop piano ballad that I used to hear on the radio back in the 90s. She is also featured on the backing track of the hip-hop demo Hopefully by artists Polar Bear and Simon Santa Cruz. All of this music represents the range that Emery can reach within her music. Even though it is all kind of within the same genre, you can definitely listen to the distinctions and the variations between her music, where the song Gift Box is very sugary, sweet-sounding pop music that combines the best of like the 80s synth with drum beats. The opening definitely reminds me of that Madonna's Open Your Heart a little bit, and then it kind of also changes and kind of incorporates other elements of guitars that are similar to the Waitress's Christmas wrapping song. At least in my opinion, that's what I get when I listen to this song. You know, listening to all the different music on her website, it's really kind of interesting to see her range, her vocal ability, her, ability to just kind of like do different things within the pop genre, because even though that, overall it is just pop, it's kind of like a lot of different things going on with that. And also like, she did the backing track to that other hip hop song. And if you want to listen to any of these other tracks, I can leave a link to them in the show notes if you want to go and listen, if you are interested in hearing how, she does different things. This song seems to stem from more of like an 80s nostalgia feel, whereas the other songs, they definitely do have like 90s vibes of like Barbie Girl or the Venga Boys, like those types of songs. Like that's kind of what I get from some of the other music that's on her website. So it's kind of neat to see how, she can do different things as an artist. The thing that I do like about the song Gift Box that I'll be playing later is that it has this like reminiscence of that bubblegum pop, very Madonna-esque, very 80s-esque. It's very, like that lovable retro sound. Her vocals are very sweet and they pair very nice with like the layered like bubbly guitars and the pulsing percussion, and it definitely will appeal to anyone who's like into bubblegum pop or even into regular pop music. I think a lot of people can enjoy this. It's a very feel-good, warm and fuzzy song. It's a nice track if you're looking for something upbeat to put a smile on your face. The lyrics are light, happy, and wondrous. They have that hooking chorus that'll just stick in your head and you'll find yourself singing over and over, and it's just all around like a good time. I think it's also something that could definitely replace a track at the opening of one of those quintessential 80s movies. Emery says that as a fan of 80s pop, I strive to bring a retro flair to new music, and then that Gift Box contains 80 pop snares and DX7-esque chimes wrapped into modern elements, and I definitely feel that this has been accomplished with the track. As I said, it feels like an old song but is really a new song, and it's always fun when you put a new twist on like an old-sounding style. Emery Pulse has said to appeal to fans of Madonna, Toni Basil, Cyndi Lauper, Britney Spears, New Kids on the Block, Katy Perry, Fergie, Jennifer Lopez, Justin Bieber, Kelly Clarkson, Taylor Swift, and JoJo. And her music is streaming now on Spotify, Amazon, and those songs I talked about earlier, they're on her website, and I can leave links to all of those in the show note. Her music has also been making waves on the blogosphere with features and write-ups in outlets including Radio Airplay, Rock at Night, NoHo Artist District, Your EDM, Celeb Mix, and Tinnitus. I will leave links to those in the show notes in case you want to check out what other publications have written about her. If you grew up listening to 80s music, this is a song that will really appeal to you. And if you're someone who likes pop music as well, it may also be something that you will enjoy. So now, without further ado, here is Gift Box by Emery Pulse. We would love to know what you think about Emery Pulse and her track Gift Box. You can tell us in a comment on the podcast webpage. You can also leave an audio comment at the link in the episode summary. For more information on Emery Pulse, check out her official website, emerypulse.com. That is EMERYPULSE.com. You can also like and follow her on Facebook and Instagram at the handle Emery Pulse. That is EMERYPULSE. If you're looking for more new music, be sure to subscribe to our podcast so you'll get the latest updates on our artist features. You can also find more music features on our website at www.eatsleepbreathemusic.com. That is EATSLEEPBREATHEMUSIC.com. Thanks for listening and see you in the next episode.
Thanks so much for listening to the Eat, Sleep, Breathe Music podcast. To find new music and learn more about what we do, you can check out our website at www.eatsleepbreathemusic.com.